Hello everybody, this is Goofsome Fox coming at you with a 600 cost quick match here in Char's Gelgoog. We're going to be on the mirrored version of Impact Site for this match here, and just something I wanted to briefly correct from the last mirrored map video I did for being City Ruins. On that video I said that it was going to be 1 week of City Ruins, and then after that it was going to be Impact Site. I thought the schedule was going to be based off 1 week. That was a mistake on my end. It turns out it was 2 weeks of City Ruins, and then it's going to be 2 weeks Impact Site, and I assume it's going to be 2 weeks of alternating between both for the other weeks. So that was just something I wanted to correct there real quick, but yeah, this is going to be the level 4 version of Char's Gelgoog, which is a level of the suit we got quite recently with the first pre-anniversary limited missions, and I just thought I'd give the suit a whirl. You might notice the color scheme is very Johnny Ridden-ish in color. Yeah, that's because we also got the Johnny Ridden's Gelgoog high mobility type as part of the recent update for this week, and while I didn't spin for that suit, it does look like it's quite fun. It is a 450 to 600 cost raid like the Char's Gelgoog, but the Johnny's Gelgoog looks a bit more range-based from the footage I've seen of it, and just kind of looking at its general kit. You do get quite a few bazookas, as well as a beam rifle that is capable of instant stunning uncharged, so hopefully I get that suit in the future. Again, not something I'm really pulling for now, still trying to save my tokens, and I'm not necessarily the biggest Johnny Ridden fanatic or anything, so it's not really a suit I feel like I need to own, like the Cast Val Gundam, so I'm kind of okay skipping this one for now. But yeah, with the Char's Gelgoog here, it's okay at 600. It is capable of having its moments, but I don't think it's necessarily. I mean, not necessarily. Like, I just don't think it's the best 600 pick. Admittedly, it does have its moments where it can do really well, but for this match here, I really felt like I was playing more of a background sort of role. I tried to go in for melee where I could, but I really wasn't too much, trying to go in with the really good melee this suit has, because since this is the level 4 version, it does have some of its own skills as well as higher versions of skills that the Char's Gelgoog usually has. So you do have Pursuit and Melee Ox program with this suit at this level. I believe it's the same with the level 3 as well, so again, the melee on the Char's Gelgoog is pretty good, so that can definitely come in handy if you can get the melee off. But really, again, I don't really get too many opportunities to make the most use of that this match. I feel like I honestly get a few more kills with my beam rifle than anything, especially when it comes to the DJ assault package here. I think I do get this suit with an uncharged shot at some point, but again, really I feel like I do more finishers than like any real combos in the kills. So that's briefly what I wanted to say about the Char's Gelgoog here. Again, it can be an alright suit. It does have its moments where I am able to make it work fairly well, but again, just doesn't really feel like the best 600 pick. Definitely not something I would take in a rated. For quick match here, it's a bit more okay, but yeah, I'll stop talking about Char's Gelgoog now. I do want to go into the map itself. I guess the last thing I should mention too is that the suit, Char's Gelgoog, it was buffed recently, so also something else I want to do is just try out the buffs. But yeah, looking at the new version, or not the new version, but the mirrored version of Impact Site here, and I think I mentioned in my City Ruins video that that map felt a bit trippy to play in the mirrored version. Not City Ruins, but Impact Site feels even more trippy than City Ruins, because Impact Site is a very asymmetric map. The City Ruins kind of has the same problem that a lot of GBO2 maps have nowadays, where, it's like the circle game, NASCAR, Ring Around the Rosie, all the different nicknames for the Arctic-based style of gameplay. And even that's still a bit evident on Impact Site here. This map is no stranger to really having that. Again, Impact Site is a more asymmetric map compared to City Ruins, so on this map it definitely feels a lot weirder and definitely takes more getting used to in comparison. I felt myself having get used to this a bit more compared to the City Ruins style, where City Ruins, I think, the first couple times it was weird, but I kind of adapted to it quickly. Impact Site, again, it's just very weird here, so... but it's fun, though. It's pretty fun. Impact Site is one of those maps that I do quite like to play on when it comes in rotation, so having a mirrored version is definitely a blast to play on. Unfortunately, I do think this map still suffers from the same issues as the base Impact Site, and that is just really easy to guard the enemy team at their base. If we're in the format that we're in now, if we're on like the B side, the B beacon here, this side, it feels like it's still very easy to guard this team on their side of the map. I had the same issue when I was playing on this side, when I spawned on that side of the map. I found that my team was really getting stuck here quite a bit. Again, similar issue to how the normal version of Impact Site is, so that's really the only real unfortunate thing here, is again that issue just seems to persist with this map, which is quite weird. I feel like this wasn't always an issue, where it felt really more like that side of the map was the one that always got guarded. It could happen where one side got guarded, but really it just feels like it's a bit more a bit more these days. It just kind of feels like, you know, that's how it's been now. So again, that's the only real issue I have with this map, is that it just kind of suffers from the same issue that Impact Site has been having for quite a while recently, so nothing really new there. But other than that, again, still fun to play on the mirrored map here, especially trying it out with Char's Gelgoog here, since even though I mentioned the suit isn't the best at holding up at 600, again, it still has some moments where I feel like it is able to do fairly decent, so, you know, kind of respect what it's able to do here. But, yeah, right now trying to maintain the score we've had here. I think we've actually had a pretty decent lead at the beginning of the match, but right now just trying to chuck some grenades over the mountain here. Unfortunately, I think I'm missing all of them. I don't think any of those grenades hit a single target, so not being able to do much there, but I'll see, charge the beam rifle here, see if we can get a finisher on the Gundam. Unfortunately, I think I whiff all of my swings here, so probably should have tried going for the downswing. That probably would have connected, but yep, it looks like I'm going to get the finisher with the beam rifle there. Again, something that I think happens quite a lot during this match. I get more beam rifle kills than anything. Right now, I think the J assault package may have been somewhere, but our team doesn't have a whole lot of numbers at the front line right now, so I'm going to fall back here, just try to keep my distance, and was able to get one last tackle at the very end of the match there against the helicopter Gerazulu. So yeah, that's going to be timeout, mission over, and let's see how we did here with Char's Gelgoog on Mirrored Impact Site. And I didn't beat my rival, but I did get top in individual score, so yeah, second place with 6 kills and 1 loss. They get first in both of those stats, and 5th place overall, so not too bad of a match there with the level 6 Char's Gelgoog. Yeah, quite fun to take that suit out and try it. And yeah, the new Impact Site, I keep calling it the new Impact Site. It's not really new, it's just the mirrored version of the current Impact Site. Yeah, mirrored Impact Site is pretty cool. Really, it just emphasizes more of what I said in my City Ruins video, of just I really hope that the mirrored map setup kind of becomes a permanent mainstay. Because even though it's just the mirrored maps, it's just kind of cool to see something from a different angle, just kind of look at it differently than just looking at the same map over and over again. Obviously not every map needs to be mirrored. Like, we don't need a mirrored version of Arctic Base. That wouldn't change anything. So, but some other maps too, like a mirrored mass driver facility might be kind of cool, or maybe a mirrored port base. I think those would be some pretty cool maps to do. And there's probably some other ones too. Maybe a mirrored desert would be kind of cool. It'd be a bit more asymmetrical. Really just trying to focus on the more asymmetrical maps. A mirrored mountain. Mirrored mountain sounds like it'd be kind of interesting too, but I'm kind of rambling here, so I'm going to end the video here. Comment down below what you think about either Char's Gelgoog or the mirrored version of Impact Site. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.